A very happy morning, students. So today we are again ready with some new questions. And here in this question, there are certain situations are being given, and by reading out these situations, we are going to find out which sources are there for which they're talking about. The sources about which this question is talking about. As you can see here, four different type of conditions are being given, and we have to find out that in which condition which source of finance is suitable. Okay, so let's read out the question without wasting our time. Let's see here. Identify the source of finance in the following cases. So four different cases, and we have to find out the suitable source of finance here. So let's see the first one. It is a permanent source of capital. That means this is going to stay with the company for lifelong. Actually, when we are talking about capital, there are two types of capital. Owned capital, which is the own capital of the company, which it has raised through issue of shares. And borrowed capital, that means when it has taken loan, like debentures, it has taken loan from the general public, so it is a kind of borrowed capital. So two types of capital: owned capital and borrowed capital. Obviously, which is owned, that will be with us for the lifetime. But when we are talking about shares, actually two type of shares are there. One is equity shares and another one is preference shares. So equity shares are those shares which whose holder are known as the owners. They are the main risk bearer. They are the one who are investing in the capital of the company, and that capital will be with the company for its lifelong. That means when the company is going to wind up, then only the money will be returned to the shareholders. And when we are talking about preference shares, generally in cases of preference shares, these are being returned after a period of time, or sometime it is converted into equity shares also. So we can't say that preference shares are the permanent shares. So here what we have seen that equity share capital is the permanent capital. So here, as you can see, that in this question they have asked, it is a permanent source of capital. So this one is equity share capital, permanent share capital. So this is related with the equity capital or equity share capital. So first one is equity share capital, which be with the company through lifelong. That means we have to return the money when only our company is going to wind up, when our company is going to close down, then only we have to return. Otherwise, throughout the life, we don't need to return the money. Okay, so this is the first condition. Let's go with the second one. It facilitates purchase of goods without making immediate payments. That means in this situation, we do not require to make the payment when we are purchasing the goods. It means that we are purchasing the goods on credit. Exactly. So when we are purchasing goods on credit, this type of facility is provided in the condition, yes, trade credit. In case of trade credit, we can purchase the goods on credit and we don't have to make the payment that time only. We can make it after a certain period of time, maybe after 1 week or 2 week or 1 month, whatever the agreement has made between the supplier and the purchaser and all. Okay, so here the second condition, without making immediate payment, we are getting the facility to purchase the goods. So the best source here is trade credit. Okay, so number B, trade credit, purchase of goods without making immediate payment. So second one also we have solved, without making immediate payment. That means we are purchasing goods on credit, so it will be a trade credit. This will, you can identify, this is the way you can identify purchasing on credit, so it will be a trade credit. Let's go with the next question. This source puts a permanent obligation to pay interest irrespective of profit. That means whether you are earning profit or whether you are earning loss, doesn't matter. you have to pay interest. Yes. So this is a burden on company, but sometimes the company prefers to go for this one. You know why? Because this will help us to reduce the tax. Because this interest, when we are paying the interest, it will be treated as an expense, and as a result our profit will be reduced, and the result will be that our tax will also be reduced. So here this condition is permanent obligation to pay interest irrespective of profit. So this one, just identify what it is talking about. Yes, it is either loan. When we are taking loan from bank or commercial or the financial institution, we have to pay interest. Doesn't matter whether the company is earning profit or earning loss. Second condition is debentures. When we are taking loan from the public, that means when we are issuing the debentures, we have to pay interest. Doesn't matter whether we are earning profit or facing loss. So, two options are available in question number C. Either we can go for debentures or we can go for loan. Okay. So, for question number C, it can be debentures or it can be loan. It is a permanent obligation. We have to pay the interest. Doesn't matter whether the company is earning profit or loss. So this one is one of the condition. Now let's deal with the last one. The holders do not enjoy voting right though they have status of owner. Exactly. They are the owner. Now who are the owner? The person who purchased the share, the person who invest capital. Equity shareholders, those person who are purchasing equity shares, they are the real owners. They will be with the company throughout the lifetime. When the company will end, then only they will get their money back. So they are the one who are the real owners, who are having the voting right, who can interfere in the activities, who are having the capacity to indirectly interfere in the company's activities. Because the board of directors are there who are taking all the decisions, the shareholders cannot directly interfere, but indirectly they are having the control. They can go in the meeting and they can cast their vote and they can say whatever they want to say over there. Okay, so equity shareholders are the real owners, but in this question, as you can see, it has been said they have the status of owners but do not enjoy voting right. Right now I told you equity shareholders are the real owners, they are having the voting right, but who don't have the voting right but still they are the owners? Yes, they have purchased shares. So remember the first thing which I have told, there are two types of shares, equity shares and preference shares. So this is about preference shares, who actually enjoy some preferences over equity shares. Now what type of preferences? For example, when the company is earning a little bit profit, in this case first it will be given, the share of profit will be given to the preference shareholders, and if anything remains, that will be distributed to equity shareholders. So they have got a preference here when the profit is being distributed. Similarly, when the company will wind up, first the payment will be made to preference shareholders, and lastly if anything remains, it will be given to the equity shareholders. That is why these type of shareholders are known as preference shareholders. So they are the owners but not the real owners, because they are not actually facing all the risk. The main risk is borne by equity shareholders. That is why they are the real owners. Preference shares, you can say it is a kind of visible invisible owners, like that. They do not have the actual right to do voting or to interfere in the activities of the business and all. So here, according to this particular question, they do not have the voting right but they enjoy the status of owner. This is preference shares. So this is what we are talking about, preference shares. So last point is about preference shares. So these are the four conditions, and by going through all these four conditions we have identified that in which condition which source of finance is suitable. Okay, so this was the question and the explanation. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.